Good morning, folks. Welcome to Pop's Poem Time. I thought I would do a poem this morning. Brother Michael last night at church, he made the opening for a 7-week study in the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, which the section that talks about the armor of God. And I had just recently made a Cup of Joe video last week or something, I don't remember exactly, called Know Your Enemy. And I believe it's in verse 13. It talks about we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and spiritual wickedness in high places. And that immediately, as I knew we were going into this study, which I've taught this study before and I've preached this study several times over the last 35 years, but I wrote a song about that scripture in May of in June. I'm sorry, in June of 1999. So that's what, 24 years ago, and it's called "Tools of His Trade," and it talks about the armor of God. So I just want to read that to you real quickly, and then we'll shut down. It says, "Be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. Put on the full armor and prepare to make a stand. Our war is not against a man. We fight the prince of darkness. Be ready for the battle when the day of evil comes." It says, "Grave, where is your darkness? Death, where is your sting? Satan cannot keep us down. We have been redeemed." And this is really right here, it stuck with me. "Of shining things and lies of men, believers must beware. Of God's mighty sword, the spoken word destroys the tempter's snare." And then the chorus is, "Buckle up the belt of truth on the plate of righteousness. Cover up your feet with the gospel of peace. Stand behind the shield of faith, the helmet and the blade. In God's hands we're protected by the tools of His trade." You know, if you're trying to just jump right into to discipleship and other people and these types of things, and we talked about this last night at church, if you just throw on the whole armor, if you put every piece of the armor on, stitch it down tight, you still haven't done what verse 10 says, which talks about being strengthened by the Lord. Because if you go out for battle and you're not strong in the Lord, not in yourself and of yourself, but in the Lord, you're going to lose. And then when you flip those verse 10 and verse 11 around, you can get deep into the Lord and be super strong in His power and through Him. And through the power of Christ, a person and work of the life of Jesus Christ, there's huge power in that for us as Christians. But if you have that strength in you and you just throw on the armor, strong, so I'm just going to throw the armor on, I'm going to go out and fight the devil, well, you're going to lose. You're going to get stuck by a lot of fire darts, because that armor is a heavy weight. It's a heavy load. It's a heavy calling. And most people, they'll throw the armor on, be strong in the Lord, and throw the armor on, but then it's real heavy, so they'll throw a piece of it off. And if you even leave one of the 7 pieces of God's armor off, you're a dead person walking. So I'm excited that we're going into this 7-week program, and what it is designed to, for Brother Michael said last night, is to build us up as disciples, because our church is growing and we need to have more than just the pastor trying to disciple 300 people. So God bless y'all, and we'll see you again.